Hi, this is Jillian Caci, the Operations Manager for the Cayuga Chamber Orchestra Youth Orchestra. The CCOYO was founded in 2017 by Sarah Cummings and Kirsten Marshall and serves the Greater Tompkins County area of central New York.
In our community, we are uniquely gifted with amazing public school education. But there were not so many opportunities for the winds and the brass and percussion and strings to play together. So to form the CCOYO gave an opportunity for all of those musicians to work together through the lens of classical orchestra music.
I asked conductor Kirsten Marshall and the student musicians to talk to me about their experiences and realities as musicians as relates to this year's Lowell Masons theme, How Music Lifts Our Spirit and Souls. I asked them what part music played in their lives and in the larger context of their community and world. Many of them spoke about music as a way to recenter and to cope.
Something I like to do is I like to just go to my room and start playing music. It doesn't really have to be like the piece I'm currently playing or something. It can be like a piece that I really like or a piece that's really calm. It helps me deal with like family arguments that sometimes they really hurt, and then so it can help me just get through it, and it's just something that I always have.
When there's a lot going on, music is just a good steadying force for me, and whenever I'm done practicing or playing in a rehearsal, I always feel more centered.
It's my safe space, and it's like kind of a warm hug, It helps with whatever I'm feeling on any particular day.
It's a way for me to escape from the reality of things that are going on. Both my parents are music professors. We play chamber music together, and that's a way for myself to get away from stress in life and to cope. I think always playing music and spending time with family is important.
After like a long day at school or something, just on the ride home, listening to music is a great way to, listening and singing along is a great way to process.
If you're experiencing like a really crazy or stressful time in your life, you can just go to music and it gives you something to focus on other than what's happening. And I feel like once you really practice a lot, then it feels very fulfilling and you're taking your mind off of what's going on.
Many of the students also spoke of music as a way to find a community of like-minded people and a way to be connected to others.
Music helps build a community of people who are just super dedicated and inspired and really care about what they do. And I really like that.
And I get to visit with my friends and share a really fun experience with them.
My favorite thing about music is that it brings so many people together, and there's not a single word that's spoken. Like, you just play, and there's always a community that goes around it, and you find so many peers, so many friends that share similar thoughts and ideas to you, and you can just always find a place in a music community, and there will always be someone to take you in, mentor you, be someone to mentor, and the music community is just really beautiful, and that's mainly why I play and enjoy music.
That music is about connecting with the people that I love.
It's about, honestly, the community, because there's just so many people I've met through music have changed my life. Not just through teaching me songs, how to play music and everything. It's just teaching me so many lessons far beyond music, whether that's like managing time, doing work, or just just learning about myself. It's just music is not just music.
Music, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to communicate and talk to other people without actually using words. It allows people to deal with their troubles without actually sharing and just express themselves and do what they love to do.
In sharing music, a gestalt is created that allows the performers and the listeners to process, change, and release emotions, even when communicating with music that was written before they were born. Perhaps our largest response was in relation to this power to communicate strong and sometimes painful emotions and provide redemption and release.
There's the nuts and bolts aspect of it, putting it together, figuring out who has the melody, who has the accompaniment. But there's also an element that we have to be vulnerable to what we're feeling and what we're hearing, and to be very honest. Like, are we feeling that as we're playing it? If we feel something very deeply, can we share that and create a sense of community from being in that space at the same time?
It's an outlet for other people to express their emotions in a way that maybe I can't or other people can't. And so it allows me to process my own emotions by using the music written by others.
I find that music is often so useful in providing a lens that's very different from my life. When I go to school, there's so much work that I find tedious or unfulfilling, and music gives me this emotional outlet where I can take an expression that someone else has created and then make it my own from there.
So many inspirational people just knew that no matter who they were, that their music would make people happy, because that's what music does. And I think that that's just so cool.
I think that for the musicians, music is a way to express yourself when you can't really with words. And I think that that self-expression really shows through in any performances you would do, and therefore, people in the audience feel some of that, feel some of your emotions toward, the state of the world. And I think it helps to know that someone else feels like you do, and I think that music is a great way to show that.
I play music not for the difficulty or the prestige of whatever piece I'm playing, but to make an emotional connection and to share how much I love what I'm playing.
Many times when I'm struggling with something, I just pick up the cello and start playing something, just improvising. It's a way to get the emotions out. And then what we do as musicians is we share our emotions with other people to hopefully help them with whatever they're going through. I know something my choir teacher says before every concert is that you don't know what other people are going through, but something you're sharing will touch someone there tonight.
Music has incredible power to make people feel things differently and also see other people's point of view. And I think that we, in this orchestra at least, try and use that aspect for good purposes. We were performing a piece by Margaret Barnes, an African-American woman whose music can be evocative of the civil rights movement, but she was largely suppressed in the expression of this idea. And I think that it's really important that we know how to use the power of music's expression and ability to lift people up despite issues by expressing joy or even confronting sadness. And I think that that's a very valuable tool that this orchestra employs to help people that can listen to us.
While the piece has some pretty heavy topics, there's an underlying current of joy and hope. That while these are difficult conversations for us to have, she keeps bringing us back to that sound, that feeling that maybe we can get through this.
Margaret Barnes and her fellow composers figured out how to touch upon emotions such as grief and lead us all to converting it to something else, and thus participate in healing by listening or recreating that music, lessening the pain, and allowing healing to happen again and again every time we hear that piece.